Hello, you bags of garbage. I am the Steam Bin Diver, and welcome back to Conquest Dark, my folly, my spiritual journey, my personal challenge to become enlightened as a human being. Now, if you have seen anything about this channel or some of my previous videos, you would probably know that I have actually played this game, but I kinda talked shit about it. I said it's not very good. Actually, both of my videos I said it's not very good. I said it's basically a Vampire Survivors clone, and that it's kind of like I didn't really see what's the reason people love it. Because also, if you have followed my previous videos, you would know that this game has been historically watched very well. So you would ask, why am I playing it again? I said twice that I don't think it's that good. Well, honestly, I don't know. At first, I played it for the views, because like the first video got like massive views, but now, I don't know, I have a very good way to describe it. Have you ever played a game in your life where you kinda, like, it usually happens to me when I play with friends, but could happen like in any real circumstance. You play a game and you pick a character that you consider to be bad, just for like the memes, right? And just for like shits and giggles, you end up playing this character a bit more, and then at some point you start picking this character unironically because it starts low-key starts to get fun. I feel something like that. I feel like I've shit on this game so much at this point that I kind of like I'm invested, right? Like I am the Steam Bin Diver. If you're also unfamiliar with this channel, which is probably the case, my usual gig is I pick games that I deem to be kind of like on the line. They look like they could have potential, but are like would look somewhat whatever, either that or are super unpopular, which is no longer the case with this game, even though it was when I first played it. And I just give them a chance, right? And I say my honest opinion whether I think they're good or bad. This game blew up. Like I even saw like big names like Asmongold play it at this point. So they're obviously this game is a hidden gem, right? It started as nothing. It's now becoming like an actual like big thing. I seem to be like the only person who's like genuinely didn't like this game. So now I'm not only am I curious, I feel kind of like stupid, right? Like I feel like my ego was hurt. Because if you watch my previous video, which again statistically chances are you didn't, even though I would recommend it, because in this video I would not really be talking about what's going on. I would just kind of like be like narrating generally, but for real explanations I suggest like go pick like one of my previous videos to watch, just to see kind of like a better explanation. But in this one I'm just mostly gonna focus on just like generally the game, not really explaining it. You know, who am I kidding? Like, if you're here, you probably already saw this game from somewhere, so that the YouTube algorithm recommends this video to you. So yeah, you probably know what this game is about. Even if not, you've seen Vampire Survivors. You can read probably better than me, as per point out it from people in my previous videos, where I clearly missed some mechanics. Like for instance, the fact that doing skulls on levels actually unlocks new characters. So for instance, my entire previous video on this game was me tryharding a level which I actually could not even beat completely, that got 3 skulls on it, because I told it like it's a harder level, so it's gonna be like funnier like to watch. Turns out, me being hard stuck on this level actually meant me getting no more unlocks in this game, which is the reason why I told that it's actually like there is like nothing to it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, even though if you've read the description of this channel or heard me talking about stuff, you would know my entire policy of playing games is me trying them out like fully blind, right? And like giving you my unbiased gamer opinion, even though sometimes I think it's completely not objective. It's always not objective, it's my subjective opinion of whether I like a game or not. It's supposed to be blind. For this game, I kind of cheated. I didn't really look at like content per se, but I did open like 10 minutes of clips, kind of like to see like is this game actually like all that, right? Like, is it climactic? Because at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't meant to do this. Like, my curiosity got the better of me, and I saw people doing some really wild stuff. particularly, I saw this one guy who did like some massive build where like there were these hammers floating around him, and then like basically literally what this enemy is doing, like this one enemy, basically this, but like pumped to like maximum degree. Basically, it's like there were like a shit ton of them just flying like everywhere, and it looked cool. Like this looked genuinely interesting. Like if I reach this point, maybe, just maybe, I don't know, I'll pick a new rune because it seems more fun. Maybe, just maybe, you know, there is like a chance. Maybe this game actually is good, and then like this is my way to appreciate it. Let's just get in, like, right? Let's see. So far this run, I think really strong. I got some new ability, the Roar, which does really good damage, it seems, and it's also healing me. I watched some of my footage back, and I noticed that I think when I play the Archer character, I perform worse. So I picked the Barbarian. I'm not sure if that's like an actual thing. Oh, whoa. Wait a second. I think my main weapon is kind of ass. Whoa, yeah, okay, I'm getting bled to oblivion. I might fail again. I am really sorry. I don't know. Should I start like cutting these attempts? Like at this point, like I feel bad, even though like I did receive feedback from people in comments on the first video that like them. It was actually like the specific things that they told me was that like them like watching me struggle is good, like, and they would watch it. But like, would you, like, is it actually good, like, to see someone like fail the first stages of the game? Because there was a specific person who pointed out that for me this game felt slow, because one of my biggest pieces of criticism in this game was that kind of like it wasn't hooking me in, which is perfectly true. Some person was like, the progress you have done on this game is equivalent to playing 3 runs of Vampire Survivors. And I'm like, okay, if that is the case, then that makes sense, right? Because if you play only 3 runs in Vampire Survivors, if you ever played a game, you will know. If you play like 3 runs, you would have no progress. You would have nothing unlocked. Oh, I need the resilience, yes. You would have nothing unlocked. You would be still playing with like that base guy with the whip. If you remember, if you played the game, but like it was so lame, right? I mean, for me personally, Vampire Survivors kind of started getting fun like after literally the 2nd or 3rd run. But to be fair, that game was so new at the time, right? Like it was the first. Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. That's so pathetic. It was the first. It was the first to do it, and so I feel like it kind of had like the benefit of that, right? Like it always would feel better. Oh wait, I can offer souls to more altars. Yeah, that makes sense. There is also altar of toughness. Fuck, man, there are so many shit. Yeah, no shit, I'm underperforming. I can't read apparently. That plus I'm bad. Let's see. Oh, okay. New thing. Soldier's sword, common one-handed sword. Have I unlocked anything new for the archer? Another big point of criticism I received was that I did not read. Which, in my defense, and actually I stand behind that, this game has so much to freaking read. Like, it's look at this. I mean, yeah, there's like 5 things, right? But that, unironically, is it not like a lot of reading? I feel like there is so many like things already. Like, look at how many abilities there would be. And there is like all these shrines and faction effects and whatever, and there's like, what's this, permanent stat bonuses? I don't know, man. Okay, let's think about it logically. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this part. I will pick one character and I will funnel everything into that one character. I have upgraded a lot of Seismic Slam. Seismic Slam was like a pseudo range ability, does primal damage. Let's pick Barbarian because I like this character more. Throwing Axe, last time I tried it, was decent because it let me charge my energy from far away. I will do that with the logic of being able to charge Seismic Slam, and I also upgrade Execute because it synergizes very well with this build. I will charge Seismic Slam from far, and Seismic Slam will just wipe my screen. So the Seismic Slam will kind of like deal with my inability to handle groups and my and my axis will be like my axis would be the way I handle like bosses and charge my ability. So let's see. Proficiency with shields is stupid if I pick axis because they're a two-handed weapon or like dual wielding weapon. You know what? Treasure Hunter I think is really good actually, because having the extra rerolls for gear and having the ability to get better gear is I think better than any of the starting other ones. Okay, I just said, even though I would like to try Slayer's Blade. Actually, why not? Right? I mean, it's a then that kind of like. Nah, you know, it's a new one. Let's try it. I just upgraded. I mean, I put one upgrade into the axis. That's 5% damage. Let's try the Slayer's Blade. It's an AoE melee weapon, which actually I think was one of the big problems of the thing I picked last time. The little Ravager's axe was that it was single target. Wait, what's that? There is something blue here. Oh, you know what it is? That's probably that convoy thing. I remember on one of my previous runs, there was like this little convoy that came onto the screen, and I couldn't kill it. Okay, let's see. Crit chance and power ability damage. This seems really good, because crit in this game seems really nice, and both of my runes, coincidentally, that I have are crit based. Rune imbuement. Big. What do I want to get for my Slayer's Blade? Well, I mean, it would have to be one of the crits, right? Yeah, okay. Let's go for critical damage, because the crit chance I really want to put on my like ability. And this the Slayer's Blade might scale. Like if I get a lot of crit chance from gear, the crit damage on this, even though it does basically nothing right now, it might become really good later. Okay, let's go for Seismic Slam. Still. Yes. I want to get Seismic Slam. I think I'm going a bit too much into AoE though, so I should be careful with that. Because right now both my main attack and my secondary attack do the same thing, which I'm actually not sure if that's a good thing or not. I think really depends on the game, right? In some games, having like a focused build is good, and in others it's really not a good idea. I'm not sure how it is in this game. Now, should I get resilience? Damage taken staggered. I believe that's kind of like bleed, right? Yeah. So kind of like Death's Dance from League. If you play that game, you've probably played League. It kind of delays my damage. Not yet. I am not like on low health to pick this yet. I'm gonna go for damage, so that I preferably don't even fall to lower health. Right? That makes sense to me. Because if I pick the upgrade that relies on me being on lower health, I'm gaining less power now, so I'm gonna go to the lower healths quicker, if that makes sense. Stoker Harness +1, 60% ability damage. Seismic Slam is so good. That's like super nice. Yeah, it does already like 1600 damage. Okay, Seismic Slam is like my win condition. Everything I do on this run will be based around Seismic Slam, so that means power ability damage will be my priority stat. Everything else I just pick for defense. Let's see. Yeah, just max out power ability damage and crit chance. Like if I can get Seismic Slam to 100 crit, I don't think it needs more damage than that. Like I don't even think I need crit damage. I think just the 100 crit is enough to get me there. Another point which I remember is that people like one specific person, not people. Like I get 3 comments. When I say people, don't expect like 40 people told me. Usually I refer to like a singular person type this. A person typed something about, or specifically wanting to see me struggle, but more specifically about like some like high level super boss or something that they would want to see me struggle against, which got me curious. Is there, because I at this point am not even sure if I understood the menu properly in this game. This boy's dude. Is there like another place you start this boss from? Like, should I work towards a specific goal, or should I just do like random molds, right? Like, because now I want to actually optimize as many skulls as possible. Because when I defeat the boss, I get a skull, right? I understood that properly. So I want to get as many skulls to get as many unlocks, because if this game gets like a lot of like content, not just giving me like the same 3 upgrade choices every time, but gets like, because I also heard there are new classes and stuff like that, then like then who knows, right? I don't know what to say, because like I am not a guy who likes to go back on his words, right? Like, I mean, that's actually not a very good trait. Let's go for attack reach. That's actually not a very good trait. But I am a pretty stubborn person, generally speaking. And if I say something, I like to stick with it. But as much as I like talk shit about this game and generally said it's bad, which is true, I didn't like it is genuinely what I felt and how I felt playing it. When I looked back at some of the things I called good on this channel, you know, like some of the more like long term stuff, like some of the things I played like as my third or fourth video. That actually, well, a few months ago, basically, because I think I started this channel like what, 2 months ago or something. When I looked back, I'm like, I really called this good, and I like am shitting so much on Conquest Dark, you know? I mean, not gonna lie. The other game I played, the Valhalla, Asgard's Fall, not Valhalla, fuck, like it's the same shit. Sorry that offends anyone, but that other game, I still feel like it just got me better, right? But I look at it and I'm objectively like where's the objectivity? And it actually got me thinking, because I think I'm just a guy who likes simpler shit. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like it's something that it's not. I think, I'm not sure if it's like just stupidity or like just some weird preference, but I feel like I've always preferred like simplistic games, generally even simplistic things in life. And I feel like maybe that's why there is like such a big misalignment with like the games I deem good on this channel, and then like the for instance like Conquest Dark, which I deemed like not good, and people were like, wow, like how did you not deem that game good? Give me some attack reach. It might be this, because Conquest Dark seems to have like a lot of reading and like, mechanics, and they're kind of mostly numerical, right? Like if they are, let me reroll here. I will hold that thought. Give me a second, I want to read what these do. Crit chance, bonus health, and the set bonus. No, I want a +1. Or is that a stupid thing to roll for? Okay, all damage, crit hit chance. Yeah, give me that. Okay, I don't know if it doesn't activate the set, but it gives me so much damage. But yeah, what was I saying again? Yeah, these games used to have a lot of reading, and most of it's numerical. So it's like, it's not like I'm reading what a cool ability does. I'm reading like passives, for the most part. And I mean, now this is actually a funny little paradox, because one of my favorite games ever is Path of Exile, and as you will probably, if you play that game ever, you will know Path of Exile is very likely the most reading heavy non-card game out there. So if we exclude like Magic the Gathering and like these ones that have like literally, or like Hearthstone, like this type of like super heavy reading games, Path of Exile is probably the one definitive most reading heavy game that exists. And I have read so much in this game. Like I probably know like basically every single item in this game by heart. I mean, I've played it for so much. I have like more than 1,000 hours in this game, which for some people is not a lot. I know there are people with like 10,000 hours in this game, but like I'm employed. No offense to anyone who has a lot of hours in the game, you know. But yeah, sorry, not sorry situation. So I don't know, is what I'm saying. Is I don't know why in this case. Maybe when I do it for the channel, it's just easier for me to have like lower reading intensity games, because then I can just narrate easier, right? And I mean that's a skill issue now, but I feel like for when I'm doing a YouTube channel, then I kind of want, like, my focus is elsewhere. Like my focus is trying to like say, to keep talking basically, because hey, if you've never done this before, it might seem easy to just keep talking, but like, hey, if you're like just trying to play a game where enemies are rushing at you constantly, and you're a guy swinging a sword, or like a person swinging a sword, let me go for the execute no, but that reach is bad. No, fuck it. Okay, actually that was stupid. I forgot what rune I had. But see what I'm talking about. I cannot focus properly. It's like I'm still kind of like new to this. Probably maybe that will go away with time. But it's for me it's more difficult to actually like focus on saying and being entertaining in in this way. Oh, yeah, sorry, alarm triggered. But yeah, my focus is kind of like more, how do you roll this, on being entertaining. And I mean, I hope I am achieving this. Sorry if I'm not, but I'll go for the crit chance. But it's easy. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not that stupid usually. Like, when I play games, I'm actually pretty good. Like, I would say I'm decent in games when I'm playing them for myself. For instance, as I was talking about the effects recently, I have killed like all Uber bosses in that game with builds made by me, so like not like copied from the internet. So I'm usually good at games. But when you're talking and focusing on being like a YouTuber, and then you try to play a game, it's a much different story. Like, I do not know what do people want to see. Actually, like, if anyone's watching still this video till here, please let me know. Like, do you prefer, maybe I should do a poll about this, do you prefer me talking about topics that I would find like interesting myself, so like things about like general games, referencing like this kind of like more meta commentary, so not necessarily focusing on what the game does, but more focusing on like on things that I have seen happen like in parts of my life, right? If I can use an example of one of my favorite YouTubers, Northernland, if you know him, he does that, but where he kind of like speaks about like other topics, I guess. Or do you prefer me to be more like focused on the games, like not yap that much about, so not like this video for instance, where I'm mostly basically generally only yapping about other things, but be more kind of like just discuss, like read the items, discuss exactly what they do, like the strategy, what I'm planning to do. Like, which one do you prefer? Because sometimes I feel like the latter is harder, so it's more difficult for me to find an entertaining thing to talk about that's happening within the game. Mostly because right now I'm still, as was pointed out, grinding like the first stages probably. So not that much is happening. Like, my strategy is pretty obvious. Like I said, I'm going for crit, so I'm going for crit. Now I'm gonna go for some attack reach because I think it's very good if I can reach the enemies because I'm a melee character to charge my energy. Like, do you want me to discuss this type of scope of content? So like, I am doing this because of this, or do you want me to say, hey, did you guys see this on the news a few days ago? Or I don't know, like even more meta than I do sometimes right now. I don't know. Like I haven't really found that kind of like the how I prefer to do things, I guess, is what I say, because I think like that's something that you find for yourself, right? Like, you discover which one feels more comfortable. And if I have to be honest, for me more comfortable feels meta commentary, like kind of the easy way out, where I just say random shit and I kind of play the game in the background and only comment if something particularly interesting is happening. But I don't know if that's entertaining or not. I mean, yeah, everyone watches Northernland, but like, Northernland's a really funny guy, you know? Like, that's like this is a talent to do this. I don't know if I have it or not. Like, you people need to tell me. I don't want to assume for myself. I did the same freaking thing, man. No, for frick's sake. I literally talked about this. I literally said how it's stupid that I picked this ability because my rune is not good for it, and I literally, like, not even 10 minutes passed and I did the exact same thing again. Come on, man. Oh, I couldn't roll a good one, that's unfortunate. Oh, but I can activate the tree set. Even though this gives me not very good stuff, I can activate the tree set, yes. Okay, a new rune, that's big. Okay, attack arc is big actually, because this will be so good for certain abilities. Not for everything, but for certain stuff. Projectile amount, really nice also. For like specifically this weapon's wrist, really nice. But yeah, I'm sorry for the yapping, guys. But like, I don't know, like I like doing this. It's fun. At this point, I've played this game 3 times, so it's not like this one is not a trash or treasure episode. Like, I'm not right now really rating the game, but I'm just playing it. A trash or treasure episode will be coming still a few episodes after this game. So that's still what I'm doing. It's just that this game, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm experimenting, right? Like, I'm trying to do a series, see how that goes. Because so far, I think ironically, my my most successful videos have, I mean, to be fair, that's not really true. I've had really successful trash and treasure videos as well. If you're not familiar with this channel at all, by the way, which you probably aren't for the 5th time said in this video, Trash and Treasure is like my original series, the Steam bin diver after all, where I just pick like very unpopular games on Steam. That's actually how I like stumbled upon this game, really. I mean, didn't really look for it. Steam kind of told me it exists on like the front pages, right? But I just picked like a game that Steam tells me, but I haven't really seen anyone play or talk about. And then I just decide to give it a try and see if it's good or not. Like actually, that's pretty much how I found like all the games that I kind of made into mini-series. But so far, that's the first game to get the 3rd episode. So I guess that's my first like start of a non-mini-series. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if people want that, if they like that's what people expect from this channel or not. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I do not know what I'm doing. I like sometimes I'm afraid I'm gimmicking my own channel by doing random stuff, but I mean, how do you even like get to know these things, right? Okay, like let's look at like obvious examples like Mr. Beast, right? Like when did Mr. Beast learn these things? I had to hold that thought. I beat the level. This is like hasn't happened in so long. Yeah, I unlocked like a shit ton of stuff. Like I was right. I got like 10 unlocks, man. Well then what can I say? Like I apologize. Like yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna delete the last video, right? Like that's not a good thing to do, but then that just makes my last video so pathetic. Like I genuinely apologize about that. Ice Spikes. Is that a new character? I thought the person told me the new character was up. But no, I think I got a new character. Because I saw some abilities pop up that weren't there before. Ice Spikes. I'm not gonna upgrade anything because it gives me like only 5% damage anyway. Okay. Let's do all the 2nd tier skulls first. So let's go to Coastal Cave. Let's not do... Ah yeah. Here it even tells you what it unlocks. For fuck's sake. I'm so stupid. It literally says it over here. This unlocks Thief. Sure, let's go for Thief. And like this unlock? No, it just unlocked, I don't think this... Origin, Stargazer. Yes, it did unlock Stargazer. Okay. Okay, we go. Let's go here. Let's try Stargazer. Will I get it? This is probably gonna be the Palladio. Okay. Let's reroll. Yeah, sorry again for the snap cut. I had a phone call. Let's see, wait, I can just reroll infinitely, right? Yeah. Oh, no, you know, that wasn't a class, it was an origin. Correct. So, okay, let's go. That's solar damage. I think the thing I locked was lunar. Let's, okay, let's go for crit hit damage. Or no, actually, yeah, crit hit damage and attack reach. Yes, I locked Stargazer origin. Barrier amount, lunar spells, and cosmic studies. Let's go for that. And then you know what we do? We go for the Titanic bow. Oh yeah, I also now get a shield. That's cool. And we go for the Titanic bow. Because the Titanic bow does lunar damage. And this gives me the access to lunar spells. Yeah. Alright. And now I get all the barriers. Gonna be so good actually. Sweet. Yeah, you know... Who knows? Maybe I am wrong about this game. I don't know. I mean, yeah, makes sense. But the more I play it, the more I kind of start seeing the appeal. We'll see. Still, like, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. And besides, it's the first series anyway. Like, if I really want to try making like a series on my channel, I will continue it at least for a while to see how it does. I mean, yeah, if you guys stop watching it, then I'm supposed to stop uploading. But Ice Spikes, new ability. Let's try it. It's a spell. It's a projectile-based spell. It shoots forward. I hate it. I hate spells like this. I hate things that just attack in front of me and don't cover like any real ground. At least it pierces. That's like a big point up for it, that it pierces. If it didn't pierce, I would be kind of mad I picked it. Unironically though, he just shot twice somehow? Huh. Let's see. All damage, ability power damage, attack speed, all damage. Give me some attack speed, because this bow attacks really slow. Okay, let's see. What runes do I have? I have a lot of runes. Let's go for Titanic Bow first. I have a lot of Projectile Pierce. Projectile Pierce makes sense for a Titanic Bow, because I would like the amount on the shards, because the shards have infinite pierce and the bow doesn't. Let's go for amount, and then, but no, amount is stupid on the shards, because the shards actually, like the amount wouldn't make them shoot 6 shards, right? Only shoot them, yeah, okay. Then I'm not gonna go amount on the shards. I will still go amount, like I'm a projectile based character, like of course I'm gonna go amount, but then I should prioritize actually like attack speed more than amount, because yeah, like it's additive, not like a percentage. Because okay, that's kind of actually, is it a percentage? Now I think about it, because it's listed as percent amount, right? And if it's percent amount, maybe just 15% is for each projectile. So actually 15% amount gives me like 45% chance to shoot 4 shards. Because like I am seeing a lot of 4 shots for an alleged 15% chance. Huh. That's interesting. Also these have actually so little energy cost with the pierce on the bow. Hear me out. Let's see. Is there more attack speed anywhere? No, but there is all damage and chance for rare items. Getting that early is really big. Rune imbuement. So okay. Projectile one, 25%. So I would interpret this as, yeah, see now it's, I think it's now, give me concentrated shot because it's lunar damage. I think it's now just every single time, yeah, okay, percent is how I think it works. So it's not additive, it is multiplicative. I was double stupid, but I made the right choice, because like stupid and stupid made smart apparently. Okay, this run's golden so far, like. Like, unironically. Nah, you guys ain't all that. Like, I ain't gonna toot your freaking horns, like, assholes, like, I ain't gonna be the guy who's gonna be like, oh, you guys were right all along. Nah, you can go, like, you were lucky, honestly, if anything, like, it's all luck. That's a good mentality to have in life, right? It's all luck. That's, it never brought danger upon anyone. If you just think everything that happens to you, or no, okay, I should not chain a sarcastic and an unsarcastic statement together, because then that's like probably gonna like be very bad. Sarcastically never brought danger to anyone. Unsarcastically, I feel like if you just blame everything to luck, everything that happens to you is like luck. You know what I mean? That's hella delusional. But if you are hella delusional and you're like, oh, I gambled my house away in the casino and now I have to sleep on the floor in like a ditch, that just because I'm unlucky in life, well, no, then you should like, then that brings problems. You should revisit like how you look at things, because it's not luck. If you gambled your house away in the casino, you made a stupid decision and then got unlucky. Holy crap, I did so much damage. But if you fuck up something that you were like genuinely trying to do sorry, that you were genuinely trying to do correct, soul fragments, 30 damage, and then you fuck it up, then I think, even though this again somewhat delusional, then I think it could be nice for you as a person with mental health to kind of like just go, well, I was lucky. Because you know, if you always like say you have agency over everything, which is debatable, like that's a really in-deep metaphysical discussion. But if you just say that, well then you have the benefit of always trying because you always believe that you're in control, so you will on average I think get better results in life. But you also get the negative of every single failure you just take to the dome. Like, and by that I mean like every single failure, it just taxes you. Because I'm not gonna like, I try to be a pretty like reasonable person, right? Wait, I'm sorry, I'm still sick. A bit better than before, but I'm still a bit sick. But what I was saying is, like, I prefer to be like more on the objective side. So I try not to blame things on luck. I try not to be delusional generally. But I feel like sometimes I still prefer to just say, well, I did my best, but there was nothing I could do, you know? I think the Romans have this saying where they just go, we do whatever we can, whatever happens, happens. I think that's a Roman saying. Like ancient Rome, not like modern Rome, like Italy Rome. Obviously, like. Not obviously, like I like Italians, like you guys are chill, like I'm not Italian. Yeah, I like Italians, it just, I think ancient Rome probably had wiser sayings than modern Rome. You probably feel that way too, like, who are we kidding? But I like this mentality sometimes. I feel like sometimes it's necessary. When things just don't go your way, I'll do a re-roll here. When things just don't go your way, yeah, I think if you're a robot and you act correctly in every single situation in life, I feel like you will always do like better than you will always have the better outcome. Let's say it like that. But at the same time, you are not a robot, and you cannot always get the better outcome, regardless of how you view things. So if you get the mindset that you could potentially get always the better outcome, I think you will just be always miserable with whatever happens, because you will always feel like you had the agency to do better. And I feel like being super delusional and saying you never have agency is one thing, that's bad in and of itself. But I think being super, like super sure, let's say, that you always have the ability to change what happens, I feel like that's also bad. I can, like, no one can prove whether it's true or not, but whether like faith exists, whether everything's predetermined, whether everything's up to choice, like that's a really impossible debate right now. But I feel like regardless of the answer, it's just that how you have to think about it in a specific way, if that makes sense. That was a long rant. Hopefully the answer to my question previously in this video, which was whether you prefer gameplay talk or ranting talk, hopefully it was rant talk, because I feel like I just went on a really long discussion with myself. But I think that, personally, I think that's more entertaining. I really like watching Northern Lions, for instance. Like, I mean, I'm not comparing myself to Northern Lions, of course. Like this guy is like a legend, but what I'm saying is, more like I prefer personally this style of commentary, so maybe that's why I even like subconsciously kind of like gravitate towards it, I think, in most times. But I mean, I hope you enjoyed my private thoughts. It's just me talking, basically. Let's see, primal damage, why not? I think this is permanent passives, the runes I'm getting. And by the way, can I just take a moment to comment? This run is so brutally strong, probably not generally, but just for me. I am constantly shooting these mega icicles that just wipe my entire screen forward. I have so much energy generation because the Titan bow has one like strong shot that I made pierce everything. So it just pierces and it generates like 5 times its energy cost, and then it like shoots the icicles forward. We just pierce everything, and there's like 10 of them because of my amount. And it just obliterates everything. Give me movement speed right now, I just need to wait to not get damaged. And also, I feel like the barrier is really strong, because even though it's kind of like it doesn't really give me damage or any way to clear my screen, which is really like what keeps you alive in these games, not the actual defense but your offense, it's more kind of like what keeps you alive. The best defense is the good offense, I feel like in Horde Survivors and Vampire Survivor like games. But I feel like the barrier in this one's actually good, because the chip damage is dangerous. Like, it kind of goes like a downward spiral. You get chipped, you start bleeding, you leave on 1 HP, you get chipped, you start bleeding, you get closer and closer, then you, by the time you know it, you're on one shot. But with the barrier, that's kind of not the case. Because I now feel like I can take a chip, then just kind of like play very safe for a bit, get my barrier to recharge, and then like I have enough time to kind of like level up and heal myself to full health. I feel like it's really good. And can I just say, I think I'm about to win a second stage in a row, and I know this is probably like normal. Everyone does it, but hey, you try freaking doing it while talking your ass out with the diving mask on, man. And now you're gonna say, well, who's at fault for that, right? Yeah, of course, like, it's me. But then again, I was gonna say, but then who's gonna wear the diving mask? I'm like, well, what does it even mean, right? Like, wait, can I kill the green skeletons that they always put in the thumbnail? By the way, if you're wondering what the green skeletons in the thumbnail are, they're based on these guys. Okay, we unlocked the thief. That's cool. Okay, what was I ranting about again? I forgot, guys. Whatever. This was the third episode of Conquest Dark. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I might have been slightly wrong. Like, slightly. I feel like, and that's sarcasm, by the way, I feel like the game's actually not bad. I feel like the literally fourth run, like when I beat another stage and I saw that it actually unlocked something, this kind of gave me like this drive to play, because now I don't just see this as like tedious question marks I have to go through. They're kind of like, they're more content, right? And I mean, these are probably like the cool bosses and stuff. I will continue this, like, genuinely, I'll continue this. I'm setting it, I'll do at least 5 episodes. If by the 5th episode this game is not watched, like no one watches me anymore, like play this, I will switch up and then I'll just pick another game and I'll do episodes on this. But if it continues in this way, and if people keep watching these and enjoying them and the rotation remains good, I will keep playing it. I will continue all like other activities on this channel, of course. I'll keep posting shorts, I'll keep posting the trash and treasure, but so far, I mean, yeah, this will release immediately after the previous one. So these are 2 in a row of this game. I guess at its peak like popularity. So yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really happy if you're still here. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. I really appreciate every single one of you who watches these. I have so much fun replying to comments and like checking the analytics, and I feel like I'm like a little kid. I open it like this. I don't know if it's healthy or not, but I open it like every 5 minutes. I'm like, did it get another view? Did it get another view? It's like, it's fun. And I really enjoy interacting with people. Like, I like when someone like that I don't know comments and I can kind of like have a discussion with them. It's fun. Like, I genuinely like it. It's really fun. Thank you. If you want to follow me and support me, please, yeah, consider subscribing and all that, like bell notifications. You know it, like everyone says it. I don't have to say it, but I would really appreciate it. And without stretching this out too much, that was Conquest Dark episode 3. Thank you very much, and that's it.